Jana Duggar's honeymoon, love, adventure, and the missing wedding ring. Welcome to Royal Gossip. I'm Jiva, bringing you the latest celebrity news and juicy gossip. Stay tuned for all the insider details. Jana Duggar, a well-known figure from the Duggar family, has always been in the public eye due to her life choices and the family's unique way of living. Recently, Jana embarked on an adventure that seemed like a dream come true. Her honeymoon. Like many others, her honeymoon was expected to be a time for relaxation, joy, and the opportunity to build lasting memories with her partner. What was anticipated to be a beautiful, romantic getaway quickly turned into an unexpected series of events that would forever change the way they looked at each other and their bond. Jana's honeymoon journey began with what seemed like the perfect setup. She and her new partner had carefully chosen a location known for its pristine beaches, clear blue waters, and tranquil environment. The destination was peaceful, offering the kind of escape that made it ideal for newlyweds looking to relax and enjoy the beginning of their married life. As expected, the trip started in the most romantic way possible, with the couple spending their first days together taking in the sights, sounds, and smells of the serene destination. Walking along the beach, hand in hand, with the sound of the waves crashing against the shore in the background, Jana and her partner were in their element. It seemed like the kind of place that could offer them both the rest they needed after the hustle and bustle of wedding preparations and the overwhelming attention their family had received in the media. For a brief moment, it felt like the entire world had disappeared, leaving only the two of them in a state of bliss. It wasn't long before they decided to make the most of the natural surroundings, engaging in various activities that were both adventurous and romantic. From hiking in the nearby hills to snorkeling in the crystal-clear waters, the couple was making the most of every moment together. The days were spent laughing, exploring, and getting to know each other even more deeply. They had their hearts set on making memories that would last a lifetime, and so far, everything was going according to plan. However, as is often the case in life, things took an unexpected turn. One afternoon, the couple decided to take a dip in the ocean to cool off. The weather was warm, the sea was calm, and the waves looked inviting. Jana, excited by the thought of swimming in such beautiful waters, joined her partner without hesitation. For a few moments, they swam and laughed, enjoying each other's company in the refreshing sea. But just as Jana was emerging from the water, a sudden realization hit her. She felt around her finger, expecting to feel the familiar weight of her wedding ring, but it was gone. She was immediately struck by a wave of panic, unsure of what had happened or where the ring had gone. She quickly checked the water around her, hoping that it had simply slipped off and was floating nearby. But no luck. The ring, which symbolized her new beginning, was nowhere to be found. This was a moment that would forever be etched in her mind. The ring wasn't just a piece of jewelry. It represented love, commitment, and the promise they had made to each other. Losing it felt like more than just a mistake. It felt like losing something irreplaceable. As she and her partner combed through the shallow water, looking for the ring in vain, the frustration started to mount. Jana, still reeling from the shock of the situation, couldn't help but feel a sense of disappointment. She had dreamed of this moment for so long, and now, here she was, standing in the ocean with an important part of her wedding missing. The couple spent a significant amount of time looking for the ring, but despite their best efforts, it was clear that the ring was gone. Her partner reassured her, saying, "It's okay. It's just a thing. We'll be fine. We have each other." His comforting words helped, but the reality of losing the symbol of their vows was hard to shake. At that moment, Jana realized that the ring, though significant, did not define their relationship. What mattered most was the bond they shared and the commitment they had made to each other. As the day wore on, Jana and her partner discussed what had happened. They talked about the ring, the loss, and the meaning behind it. Jana admitted that she had initially felt devastated, thinking that the missing ring was somehow a bad omen or sign. However, As the conversation deepened, she began to see things from a different perspective. "It's just a ring," Jana reflected. "It's not what makes our marriage strong. Our marriage is built on the love we share, the moments we create, and the understanding we have for each other." The loss of the wedding ring no longer felt like a tragedy, but rather a symbol of how life could sometimes be unpredictable, and how, through all of life's ups and downs, love and commitment would always be their guiding light. The two of them shifted their focus from the material to the emotional, making the most of their time together. They embraced the spontaneity of the moment and went on to explore new areas of the island, hiking through the lush jungle, taking in the sights and sounds of nature, and sitting under the stars at night. They rediscovered what really mattered: each other. They found joy in the simple pleasures of life, and as they did, they built an even stronger bond. The couple talked about their future, their dreams, and what they wanted from life together. In many ways, this was more than just a honeymoon. It was a time of reflection, a moment to think deeply about the kind of life they wanted to build. Despite the loss of the ring, it became clear to both of them that their relationship was founded on far more than just symbols or material possessions. It was built on shared experiences, trust, and mutual respect. As the days passed, Jana and her partner embraced their honeymoon as an opportunity to grow even closer. They laughed together, shared stories, and worked through the challenges that came their way. In every adventure, whether it was exploring new places or simply sitting quietly on the beach, they found a new layer of connection that brought them even closer. Jana recalled one evening, sitting on the porch of their cottage, when they had a conversation that encapsulated the essence of their honeymoon experience. "I've realized something," she said, her voice calm and thoughtful. "It's not about having everything go perfectly. It's about how we deal with the imperfections, how we learn to appreciate what we have, even when things don't go the way we expect." Her partner smiled and agreed. "Exactly. It's the little moments that matter most, the ones where we support each other, laugh, and even face challenges together. The ring, the wedding, they are just symbols. What matters is us, our love, and the memories we create." The honeymoon, which had started with the excitement of a new chapter in their lives, had transformed into something deeper. It was a time not just of romantic moments, but of reflection and mutual growth. They realized that their relationship was not dependent on material symbols, but on the love and commitment they had for each other, which would only continue to grow. By the end of the honeymoon, despite the absence of the wedding ring, Jana and her partner had gained something far more valuable: perspective. They had navigated the ups and downs of life together, learned important lessons about what truly mattered, and strengthened their bond in ways they hadn't expected. The trip had become a symbol of love, resilience, and the understanding that life, like a relationship, is full of surprises, some good, some challenging, but all part of the journey. The missing wedding ring wasn't a tragic event. It was a moment that helped them realize what truly mattered. As Jana and her partner left the island, they carried with them not just the memories of a beautiful trip, but a renewed sense of love and commitment that would carry them through their entire lives together. The honeymoon was not just about romantic adventures or picturesque views, but about the deeper connection they had forged, a connection that would only continue to grow, no matter what life threw their way. Jana Duggar's honeymoon was an experience filled with love, adventure, and the lesson in the importance of what truly matters in a relationship, not the material things, but the love and support shared between two people who are committed to facing life's challenges together. Jana Duggar's unexpected love journey, from sea swims to lost rings. Jana Duggar, a familiar face in the Duggar family, has always been known for her calm and collected demeanor, especially in the media spotlight. Her life, though constantly scrutinized, took a turn recently when she embarked on what was supposed to be a blissful honeymoon with her partner. What began as a dream vacation for the newlyweds quickly turned into an unexpected journey filled with adventure, emotions, and an unforeseen challenge involving her wedding ring. Despite the bumps along the way, their honeymoon proved to be an eye-opening experience that solidified the depth of their bond. The idea behind a honeymoon is simple: to relax, explore, and bask in the joy of the newlywed phase. For Jana and her partner, the chosen destination was idyllic. With sandy beaches, sparkling waters, and the perfect climate, it seemed like the perfect location to get away from the hustle and bustle of daily life. The couple was eager to spend their time away from the public eye and enjoy each other's company in peace. Their initial days were everything they had hoped for: walks on the beach, candlelit dinners, and breathtaking views. The couple, though often under public scrutiny, managed to find a sense of peace and intimacy away from their familiar lives. Jana, typically seen as a grounded and responsible figure, was able to let go of her worries and simply enjoy the present moment with her new spouse. For a while, everything seemed perfect. However, as in many stories, the unexpected was just around the corner. During one of their excursions, the couple decided to take a swim in the open ocean. The sea was calm, the weather was warm, and the couple found themselves swimming together, laughing, and enjoying each other's company in the refreshing water. Jana, in particular, seemed to let loose, shedding the weight of responsibilities and relishing the moment. For a brief time, the couple was fully immersed in their newfound love and freedom. But in the midst of this idyllic moment, something unsettling happened. As the couple swam back to shore, Jana noticed that her wedding ring was no longer on her finger. Panic set in. Her wedding ring was not just a piece of jewelry. It symbolized the bond they had just committed to, a constant reminder of the promises they had made to each other. The realization that it was missing quickly shifted the tone of the day. Jana and her partner began to search the area, hoping to locate the ring in the shallow waters, but it was nowhere to be found. At first, the frustration was palpable. Jana's heart sank, and she felt a sense of loss, not just of the material object, but of the significance it held. The wedding ring had always represented commitment, love, and a shared future. Losing it so suddenly felt like an omen or a bad sign. Her partner, however, was calm, trying to reassure her by saying, "It's just a ring. What matters is our love, not the symbol." Despite his comforting words, the incident left both of them shaken. They continued their search for the ring, but the ocean, vast and mysterious, had claimed it. While they had initially hoped for a simple resolution, it became evident that the ring was lost, and there was nothing more to be done about it. ###****, the search for meaning beyond the ring***. After the initial shock wore off, Jana and her partner took some time to reflect on what had just happened. The loss of the wedding ring, which had seemed like such a significant part of their relationship, was turning out to be a much smaller event than they had initially thought. Jana, who was once overwhelmed by the symbolism of the ring, began to see things differently. It wasn't the ring itself that defined their relationship. It was the love and commitment they had for each other that truly mattered. The couple took a break from searching and decided to shift their focus from the loss to the future they were beginning to build together. As they sat down on the beach, watching the sunset, Jana expressed her feelings to her partner. "It's funny," she said thoughtfully, "how something that seemed so important at first can become so insignificant in the grand scheme of things. The ring was just a symbol of what we already have, and we don't need a ring to remind us of our love." Her partner smiled, agreeing wholeheartedly. "It's true. The ring was beautiful, but it was never the most important thing. We're here together, and that's all that matters. The rest will come." With those comforting words, the couple was able to let go of their disappointment. Instead of letting the loss ruin their trip, they made a conscious decision to embrace the unexpected turn of events. They realized that their honeymoon wasn't just about material possessions or symbols. It was about the bond they were forming, the shared experiences, and the memories they would create along the way. ###***, embracing the unexpected and the joy of the journey**. 34 far from the prying eyes of the world, that they shared a heartfelt conversation about their relationship and what they wanted from each other moving forward. Jana reflected on her previous feelings of loss and realized that while the wedding ring was important, it wasn't the source of their happiness. Their happiness came from their shared experiences and the love they nurtured together. The ring may be gone, but what we have here is real, Jana said as she looked into her partner's eyes. The memories we're making, the way we support each other, that's what will keep us going, no matter what. Her partner nodded, taking her hand in his. We'll face challenges together, and no matter what happens, we'll always have each other. With that, they continued their walk along the beach, savoring each moment and appreciating the time they had together. They were no longer focused on the loss of the wedding ring, but instead on the journey they were embarking on together. One that would be filled with love, laughter, and mutual support. The honeymoon, which had started with the excitement of newlywed bliss, had evolved into something deeper and more meaningful. Jana and her partner discovered that while symbols like the wedding ring were beautiful, they were not the foundation of their relationship. What truly mattered was the love they shared and the experiences they built together. The ring, which had once seemed like a vital piece of their relationship, became just a small part of a much bigger picture. As they headed back home, both Jana and her partner felt a sense of peace and contentment. The honeymoon had been a journey of discovery, both of each other and of the deeper meaning behind their commitment. They understood that no matter what material possessions they lost along the way, their love for one another would remain steadfast and strong. The lost wedding ring, though a source of initial disappointment, had ultimately taught them a valuable lesson. That love is not about possessions, but about the shared moments, the emotional connection, and the unwavering support they provide for each other. Their honeymoon had not just been a time of romantic adventures, but a time of growth, reflection, and a realization of what truly matters in life. Looking back on their honeymoon, Jana and her partner both agreed that the trip was one they would never forget. The lost wedding ring, though initially upsetting, had become a symbol of something much greater, the resilience of their love. It reminded them that material things could be replaced, but the emotional bonds they had formed during their honeymoon were irreplaceable. Their honeymoon now was not defined by a missing ring or by picturesque beaches, but by the strength of their connection. They had learned the true value of love, not in the external symbols, but in the way they supported, cared for, and understood each other. This honeymoon, filled with both adventure and unexpected challenges, became the beginning of a beautiful new chapter in their lives, one that would be defined not by what they had lost, but by what they had gained together. As they returned to their everyday lives, they carried with them not just the memories of a beautiful trip, but a renewed sense of commitment to each other. They had experienced something many couples don't have the opportunity to, learning the true meaning of love together through both the highs and the lows. And while the wedding ring may have been lost at sea, what they found in each other was far more valuable than any symbol could ever be. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for the next video. Take care.